The concept that we kind of had when we put this thing together was just simply that, there's a set of engineers out there that might want something more than just systems engineering skills or systems management skills. They might want some mixing skills, et cetera. So we've kind of taken and combined all of those in kind of a 3-day kind of a crash course in systems management, speaker systems management, and also console management, and then we also have added live recording and kind of mixing concepts to it on the 3rd day. So we're really trying to cover the entire gamut for guys that want to be able to handle all of those skill sets a little better than they might be handling it right now.
Well, for me, everybody kind of just mixes. A lot of guys go out there, they just do a normal mix. What goes in the console, what comes out of the console, and they just manage levels. I really wanted to take my mix to a more recording style mix, something that was a little bit more dynamic and more what people hear on CD. And I've worked with Robert before, and I know that he can offer me that. And I've learned a ton of things that I just wouldn't have learned out there in the field by trial and error.
I think there's a pretty wide breadth of guys that would would take advantage of this. I think when we started it, really the primary guys that we wanted to get here were guys that were maybe in a mixing environment or, had jobs primarily as mixers, but they weren't getting the performance or the results they thought they should be getting out of their PA systems. So, I wanted to kind of try to teach them, how to handle their speaker systems in terms of, equalization, zoning, management, kind of introduce them to the time domain and what that is doing to their results in the house,
I'm just looking to be a better all-around sound guy, systems technician, where you're setting up your system and providing good quality sound for events. So I thought this would be a very good place to learn because Robert's just such a master. He's totally blown me away with his knowledge.
And by the same token, guys that were coming from totally a speaker systems management background, maybe they were system techs, et cetera, who wanted to move into mixing. The goal, my ultimate goal was to have them move into mixing and start to become more of a mixer, have a mixer's mindset as opposed to just somebody who's doing, essentially level management. They're just taking signals in and routing them out without any kind of creative thought process on, kind of wanted to meld those two worlds together more than anything. And then, over the time of history since we started doing this now, so many other workflows have been added to a front of house engineer's position, whether it's live recording, multi-track recording, mixing for broadcast, all those kind of things. I definitely, have a section of it that addresses all of that for those guys so that they get exposed to how we do it, up at the bigger high-end levels.
How is it going to help me? Well, I've been doing sound here at church for about 10 years, and boy, it's amazing what I don't know. There's so much science and so many details that I was not aware of. So I'm learning all those details, and it's just been great. All the little tricks that we've learned, and all the things that the mixing board will do. I wasn't even aware that the digital board was able to do those things in a lot of cases. So I've got all kinds of ideas of things that we can try here at church, and just make it sound a lot better.
Really, I would say that is kind of the course in a nutshell, which is really going back and letting the real basic concepts, whether it's in just pure audio or it's in effects processing or dynamics processing, et cetera, letting those basic concepts bubble up and making sure everybody has a good handle on how to handle them at the most basic level, and then apply them in an advanced concept. So even though we're talking about items on the console maybe just as simple as noise gates or compressors or limiters or duckers, I'm showing them how to use them in very unique and very creative ways to solve problems for them, not just band-aid problems, but actually solve problems for them. Same thing applies for systems management, et cetera. These are in terms of the concept, it's very basic. I don't think a lot of times they've learned how to apply it to actually what they're doing out there. So we give them a lot of examples on how to apply it in the real world. And I think if you talk to some of them, they're going to have some things to try that they think are going to get really positive results for them.
best benefit of Robert Scovill's Pro Audio or front of house engineering seminar is it's a wonderful marriage of here's the technical information, the whys of things happening, combined with the benefit of Robert's experience, as in here's how I've applied it at such and such show. And so that takes the abstract theoretical into the real world immediately. So I feel like I'm equipped with some immediate quick fixes that solve some problems, combined with some concepts that I can apply basically the rest of my natural life. In a nutshell, that's it.